Alright guys, Scott here from the Mental Metal channel and mentalmetaldetecting.com. I just turned off the Equinox 900s by accident here. Trying to see if the red would show up better, but maybe not. I'm out here today. Minelab just put out an update on the 900, 700 and the Xterra Pro. And I went and got the update already. So the one thing they added to the 900 and 700 is this iron bias setting. Now, if you hold down your settings button there when you're in the recovery speed, they have an FE number now of -1. It's supposed to be it's supposed to help you unmask targets better in heavy iron situations. So we're going to run through this today in my test garden here with the update. It's supposed to have some stability improvements as well. So we're going to take a look at that in the test garden. Obviously, you've been watching these videos. I got like 15, 16 targets. I got some really hard targets to hit, like this 10.5 inch mercury dime. And I got a 12-inch $half here. And then I got a merc dime buried in some iron. So we're going to try those targets out. They're going to hit all the other targets. Trust me, this machine is rock solid on the other targets. But let's go through and just kind of show you what I'm doing here. Let's start at Park 1. So right now, Park 1, FE's a -1. We'll just turn this to 0, turn it off for now, and then that way we'll just go through the targets so you can tell, and then go back to my recovery speed. I'm gonna use 4. I think by default it's 5, but I'm gonna lower it down to 4. I'm gonna change my tones to all tones. I'm starting to really like using all tones. I think that is probably the way to hunt with this machine. I'm starting to really like the all tones sound and the nuances you get from that. And what we're going to do, they added a continuous auto noise cancellation, so we'll go ahead and do that now. And watch the numbers change or not. Once they stabilize, we'll let it go. So -5, -7. So I think either one of those is going to be fine. Looks like -5. So we'll leave it at -5. And then we'll go ahead and ground balance. Nothing's really changed there. Pump the machine until it gets quiet. So it looks like 16 is the good number for me. So there we go. We're all noise canceled. We are ground balanced. I have my sensitivity up to, that's the volume. Sensitivity is up to 23, so that's pretty stable. We could probably get away with 24. Seems pretty quiet, so we'll think 25. It starts getting a little chirpy. Well, we can try at 25 and see what happens here. All right, let's go to the first target here, the 10.5 inch dime, which I'm in Park 1, recovery speed of 4. So it's picking up that dime. There is some contamination in this target hole. I got something in there. It's really throwing the numbers off a little bit, but it does hear the dime in there. And that's at FE0, and we'll just go through the nickel, V nickel. By the way, this is a war nickel. It's a little bit higher. This is a V nickel. Here's the 12-inch half. Rock solid on that. This is a barber quarter, about 9 inches. Rock solid on that. And I mean, check a look at the numbers too. I don't think they're jumping around as much as they were before. This is an Indian head penny. Numbers seem pretty stable at 50, 59, 61. We'll go over this in a minute. This is a pull tab. Or I'm sorry, a bottle cap, 16, 17. A Civil War bullet, 51, 52. Flat button, 40. This is that's just some shell fragments. I'm not in all metal mode, by the way. This is a large cent. Clear as day. Pull tab here. 42, 43. This is a silver thimble. buried down about 8-9 inches. And this suspender clip, 57, 58. Numbers I feel are a lot more stable this time around. How about the quarter on edge here? Yeah, a silver quarter on edge. 87. So hits all the targets pretty good. Now let's go ahead and let's check out recovery speed and go into iron bias again. So let's change it to -1. See if we get some of these targets still, and then I'll go over the nail and well, let's actually go the nail in the iron right now. I got a bunch of nails in this hole. So let's see if we can hear the dime with the FV at 0. So it's hearing something in there at FE 0. Turn on all metal so you can hear the iron. A lot of iron in there, but it will pull out that dime. I'm getting a 90 signal, 91, 94. Iron's bringing it down a little bit. So let's go ahead and see if we can still hit it with that -1 iron bias. This is the big test I want to try. I don't know if this will be any better or not. We'll test it out here together. So let's run it over the same hole here. So I think it's hitting it pretty good. I mean, look at that, 94, 95. So it's clearly hitting that at -1. Now, is it any better than 0? I think it sounds a little better. Let's try the other target to see if anything's changed. 12-inch $half. Nope, nothing's changed there. How about the the dime at 10.5 inches? Still getting it. So I don't know. I think that's working all right. Let's try a different mode. Let's try Park 2. Let's make sure everything's changed. I'm in multi-frequency, still in FE -1. Let's make sure my recovery speed's 4 as it was. Yep, okay, that's fine. All tones, yep, okay. And sensitivity, we're still at 24, 25, okay. All right, so let's try the dime here in the deep dime. So Park 2, a little bit harder. Let's go over here to the 12-inch dime, or 12-inch $half. Pretty good still. Let's try out this mercury dime in the nails. So it's getting dime, still getting it. Kind of like it was before. Let's go into field 2 and see what that does. Let's make sure we've got all of our settings. So last time I did this, I screwed it up, and I don't want to record this a million times. Yep, we're in -1. Recovery speed 4. All tones. Yep, okay. So we're good. Let's try the 10.5-inch dime again. So it's still having a hard time getting that 10-inch dime, 10.5-inch dime. Getting it one way. So you might lose some depth, maybe. Let's try the 12-inch $half. So maybe not lose depth. Maybe that target's contaminated too much. I don't know. Let's see if we can get the dime here in the nails. Well, That sounds really good, actually. That's pretty impressive. I think field 1 is my favorite so far, even though I can't get this deep dime. Try to turn on a little bit. I'm going to try to change the recovery speed and change it to 5. See if we get it now. So I can kind of hit it. That's an awful deep target to hit. It's not easy to hit. It's got contamination in it. What I'm really just curious about is this dime test over here in the nails. Let's see if it gets it at 5. Recovery speed 5, I think, comes in better. That's field 1. Let's try field 2. Let's see if it comes in good in field 2. It still gets it. I don't think it's as good as field 1. Well, actually, I think it's coming in pretty good. Interesting. Let's make sure our recovery speed is. Let's try 4. I like that field option there, that field search mode, the field 1 and 2. I think field 1 to me is better. Let's just go over. Let's just try field 2 again, or field 1. Yeah, I think field 1 pulls that dime out better, in my opinion. So let's go through and try. Let's just try the beach ones and see what they do. So here's beach 1. Double check. I'm at recovery speed 6. Let's drop it down to 4, like we've been doing. I don't think. Oh, you do have an iron bias now. All right, so we'll drop that. Oh, you probably already had an iron bias. I was thinking about the elite. Drop it to a -1. See what we get here. All right. Wow, listen to that. Whew. That's pretty good. So beach 1 pulls that dime out pretty good. Let's see if it does the 12-inch half. Yeah. Now, I'm not in all tones either, by the way. Let's change that to all tones. I was in 5 tones. Let's make sure we're in all tones, just to make sure. That's your 12-inch half dollar. Pulls that dime out of those nails pretty easily. Let's see if we can get this dime again down here. This 10.5-inch dime. So it's getting it. So let's try beach 2. See if it gets this dime, this deep dime. Oh, make sure I'm in all tones here. Whoops, just missed it. Yeah, all tones. Having some interference. Let's go ahead and noise cancel. Nine, 0, 0. All right, 0 it is. Let's try. So it's getting that dime. It's trying to. Let me lower the sensitivity down a little bit. 23 is what I usually use. I'd say it gets it. I mean, that's a tough target. It's contaminated, but I think it gets it enough. Let's try the dime here in the nails. Yeah, I pulled it out of there. So there you have it. That is your iron bias of -1. I don't think it hurts you. I think it works pretty good. Well, actually, we were in iron bias 6. Let's drop that down. Let's make sure we're hearing that. That's crazy. All right. So this is a -1 now. I think it comes in stronger in -1, don't you? Let's try 6 again. Since it was at 6 originally. I think the signal is a shorter signal, but when you use -1, I think it elongates it a little bit better. Yeah, definitely feel like it does better in -1. That's in beach mode, man. That's crazy. So here we go, Park 1 again. Park 1 does pretty good. Park 2, not as good. Field 1, pretty good. Field 2, pretty good, but I don't think it's as good as Park 1 or Field 1. And then you got your Beach 1. Still pretty good. And Beach 2. So there you go. That's your first test with the iron bias of a -1 on all your search programs. I'm not going to do the gold field. It doesn't make any sense to do it. I don't know if you can even use iron bias and gold field. Let's see here. Well, I guess you can. This will be crazy. Yeah, I'm not even going to try this test with Goldfield. That's a different beast. But there you go. That is your quick test of Park 1, Park 2, Field 1, Field 2, Beach 1, Beach 2, using the -1 iron bias. Pretty cool. We'll have to wait and see how it goes when we do some real hunts with it. But I think for the most part, I think it works okay. It doesn't take anything away for sure. I think it, if anything, it makes the target sound a little bit more. I would say longer, not as short. Elongate, I guess, is the word I'm looking for. So yeah, pretty excited about that. Looks like a good update. I think the IDs are definitely better than they were before for stability. So I think Minelab did a pretty good job in this update so far from what I'm seeing. So that's it for me in this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another Mental Metal video. Thanks for watching.